Hi, this is Ben Solomon, and welcome to this episode of the Techno Leadership Show. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing a mind shift that we need to make to succeed in management and leadership roles. You've probably done all the hard work, thought about, everything that needs to be thought about from a very detail-oriented fashion, built systems, built skills, done projects, done all the hard work from a technical standpoint to get to the position of now being either a team leader, a manager, and then potentially going on to executive leadership in the future. But the thing that I see between successful people in management and leadership roles and those who struggle in those roles is a few major things that comes into one big major mindset shift that would be beneficial. So the mindset shift that is required in this case is knowing that in management, it's not about how well you can do the technical aspects of the work. It's all about the best you can do on a strategic basis and how you can manage your teams, manage projects, and manage the outcomes that you can produce. So in any leadership position, it's about leading the people that you have under you and managing the resources that you've been given and getting the results or as best as possible with the resources and constraints that have been placed on you. This requires thinking outside the box. Everything that you did, being that detail-oriented technical person, to become great at what you do is not going to be supporting you in this role. The reason being, if you start utilizing the same detail-orientedness in how you manage your teams, it can become a liability where you start micromanaging your staff and your team. And when you micromanage your people, you're going to start pushing them away from wanting to be part of the organization, part of the team. When you get to that point, you need to make that shift of going from narrowly controlling every aspect of what you do to working on the what is required. So letting your team understand what results are required, giving them the governance frameworks that they need to abide by, i.e. the constraints, and then letting them figure out the best possible way to achieve that without your interference. They can come to you saying, hey, I've thought about it this way. Is it okay to do it this way? It's fine. And then you can try to understand why they're doing it that way. And maybe technology has changed. Maybe that's become a new best practice, whatever that might be, versus the way you've always done it when you were a technical resource. And you can learn from that and go, okay, cool. Get it done this way and give them the resources that is required. Our roles in management and in executive leadership is unblocking the path for our people, which means not micromanaging them, not meddling with the work that they do, not meddling with how they do the work, but supporting them in getting the job done, keeping them accountable, yes, which means asking them how the projects are tracking along, seeing if they are on track to finish in the timeline that has been set, and if not, finding out what's holding them back and giving them the resource and the support required. Sometimes it might be technical advice, at other times it might be other resources. In some cases, you might have to contract a portion out of the project to an external organization so that the job gets done quicker and with more effectiveness. So all of those things have to be considered from that perspective. So the mindset shift is going from that narrow, detail, controlled mindset to going, my role now is to give my team an objective to reach, the resources to reach them, and the constraints that we are under with the project. And then let your team members find the right way, the best way to do it in consultation with you, but it's their project now. Not for you to meddle with, not for you to control, not for you to, do it your way. Yes, you are responsible to executive leadership and the business management, but that responsibility means actually ensuring that it gets done to the constraints, the governance frameworks, all of those aspects, while allowing your team members to do their best possible work, putting the right people in the right portions of the project so that the best possible outcome can be reached for the organization. And that works in any stage of leadership and in any form of a team. When you have a team under you, and if you realize at the start of a project that you don't have the capabilities in the team, whether you being part of that team to supplement the capabilities or otherwise, then you need to, from the beginning, plan for a portion of that project to be outsourced or get a contractor for that period of time to get that project implemented properly, which means budgeting for that, planning for that, doing all the things that are required beforehand for that, and setting expectations as well. So hopefully that gives you a mind shift of, if you're struggling, especially if you're struggling in a manager role and not able to get the results that you are after, check to see, are you still being the technician with the manager's badge on your, lapel or shirt? Or are you actually being a manager and a leader of people, coordinating them, creating cohesiveness, and getting to those outcomes that you are after? If not, it's time to step up, actually be the leader and the manager, where you let your team know what needs to be accomplished, what the constraints are, and let them figure out the how to get there. So I wish you all the best in your journey as a tech professional, manager, and leader. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so that you're notified of future episodes as they are released. I look forward to talking to you in a future episode. Have a great day.